do a walkthrough, I only speak to those that approach me or speak to me. And if I don't have interaction from anyone, I'm just going to go in for a minute, record, document what's going on, how people do their jobs, if they run from the camera, and I'll leave. So that's literally all I do. Oh yeah, and that's all we ask for. And you would be surprised at how many city halls hit the panic button, call the cops, the sheriffs, all sorts of things. It's refreshing that the city I'm in, even though the police, most of them are pretty bad, it's nice to see that most of City Hall is decent. So it's refreshing. You have an excellent day, ma'am. Now, I'm not going to enter the health clinic out of respect, even though they do have a public lobby, because I know actual patients might be in there being seen. And I only gave her that because literally this whole building, except the city attorney, has been decent. Everywhere I've been able to be, I have not been restricted. And we're gonna go in here, stand back by the chairs. Ooh. That's nice.
So it's quite profound. Now, the treatment effect isn't as profound as what we see with the monoclonal antibodies, but there's no reason that this drug couldn't be used in conjunction with the antibody drugs, particularly in high-risk people, and also no reason that it couldn't be used
I'm doing good.
to have breakthrough infections after vaccination for a risk for a bad outcome from COVID. So
What's that?
this is going to be a meaningful addition to our overall therapeutic.
Yes, you can. It's the First Amendment of the Constitution, freedom of press. You are a public official, and I have the right to document what my government officials are doing on tax dollars. I just spoke to somebody from the health department. I literally told her if I had no interaction, I'd be in here for a moment and be gone. Literally. Could I get your name, ma'am? I simply wanted to come in for a moment, document how my public servants act towards the public, and I get this. Literally, only you and the city attorney seem to freak out to a camera. Everybody else in the building has been perfectly fine, perfectly polite, perfectly cordial, and not going nuts acting the way you are. I thank you, ma'am, for not flipping out and freaking out. I appreciate that. Yes, you're freaking out because of a citizen exercising a right. I mean, literally, you can just Google First Amendment, right, freedom of press. Anywhere I'm legally and lawfully allowed to be, I can document any public official in the course of their duty. The only reason why I'm staying here longer is because of her freaking out. I need to wait and see the resolution she is causing. So I do apologize to you, ma'am, because you've been decent. It has nothing to do with you now. See, and this right here is what they're going to try. Well, I'm not on you. I'm documenting that this right here is what she's gonna try to say protects you from being recorded. It doesn't. Because the only HIPAA liability falls on those who have HIPAA training and are actually supposed to protect that data. So that means if you guys do have anything, which I have not come close because I'm not into documenting people's personal information. That's why I stayed back there. But per HIPAA laws, if you guys have anyone's personal information out, it's on you guys when you see somebody coming in recording to flip it over so it's not visible. And that's literally, I just talked to a lady from this department who said I'd have no issue. And I told her all I'm interested in is coming in, documenting for a moment, and I'll leave as long as nobody interacts with me. She said, no problem, go in. We all are perfectly open to the public. And I walk in and get that. Could you find out what's going on, ma'am? Thank you. I just don't want to sit here forever. Literally the last stop. And actually, now that I have to wait, I will sit here. Oh, the cops are here. I will go speak to them. I think you officers are here for me. Just like last time.
I don't think I met you.
Oh no, I had 3 or 4 officers come when I was just dealing with the city attorney.
Sure.
I literally just spoke to a public health office official out here who approached me politely, 100% cordial, told me flat out I'd have no issues coming in here, documenting for a moment just to see how it works in the public area of the office. I literally walked along this back wall, documenting the pictures, the pamphlets. I turn around from the wall to simply, for a second, document what's going on at the desk. Can't see any information. This lady, 100% polite, professional. The other lady immediately flipping out, acting rude, disrespectful, and literally acting crazy.
Can I ask, what are you documenting?
I'm doing a video tour of the building to post to the public.
Okay.
It's covered under the First Amendment, freedom of press.
Well,
I know what I'm talking about. I've done the research for about 10
What
years.
brings you here in the first place?
First place is city attorney, but I also have a right as a citizen of this city and state to document what happens in the public areas where I'm legally and lawfully allowed to be. I can document anything my eyes can see. That's been ruled on numerous times by the federal court.
Do you have any box covers?
No, but I'm not required to answer that. I'm only answering to alleviate
You
you.
ain't gonna answer shit you asked. Yeah.
Oh no, I'll answer certain questions, sir.
Well,
If I'm shown respect like he's shown, I will give it back, as any officer that's shown me respect will attest to.
I can hear you.
So as long as you guys are like yourself,
If you could do me a favor, have a seat here, I'll talk to them, see what we
well,
can work
I'll
out.
sit over here where I was when I seen you guys go past.
What's wrong with
Literally,
this seat? What's wrong
right
with
there.
this seat over here?
Because I'm legally and lawfully allowed to sit in this public.
I'd like to talk to her without.
Well, that would be taken into a private setting. This is a public area where I have a legal, lawful right to
Well,
be.
you have to kind of be invited to just. be
I
here.
was
Did you have
invited.
an
I have it on
appointment?
video that a public health official said I
Go
would be
sit over there.
perfectly
Go
fine to
sit- go
step
sit over there
in.
for me. That's
I
fine.
literally told her flat out I would be in for a moment as long as I did not have any interaction.
Permission can be revoked, don't forget that.
Not for a constitutional right in a public space on public property. You were wrong and you will earn yourself a personal lawsuit and you will lose qualified immunity. You're one of those that laughs at your oath of office to uphold and defend the Constitution?
I'm laughing at you.
Yeah, you're laughing at me for asserting my constitutional rights,
Trust me, consent can be.
which is the sign of an oath-breaking tyrant.
Okay, consent can be taken away.
Not on public property when I have not committed a crime. Me simply documenting and being as polite as possible is not a crime.
Stop talking.
Oh, so now you're going to restrict my freedom of speech. You do not dictate freedom of speech to the public unless I'm making a direct threat, inciting violence, or describing a sexually explicit act in detail in front of a minor. Those are the three exceptions that the federal Supreme Court has placed on the First Amendment. I've been researching this for 10 years. You took 6 months of courses to become a cop.
Maybe you should actually get a job then. Put that-
Yeah, maybe
break
you
my
should
word.
uphold your oath and stop being a tyrant. Stop laughing at the Constitution when it's quoted to you.
I'm not laughing at the Constitution. friend.
You are laughing at a free citizen exercising his rights and asserting them to you, and you proceed to laugh about it. That is laughing at your oath of office and the Constitution of the United States. If she wouldn't have freaked out, I would have been in here for maybe a minute or two, and I would have walked back out, and this was literally my last stop. I've gone through the entire building with 0 issues except City Hall, or the city attorney.
Right.
And that was just her slipping the information I needed under the door. And I had a health department official tell me I'd be fine coming in for only a moment, because this is a public lobby. The next YouTube star. Yeah, always a clown in a uniform with a badge.
You understand working class people don't want you coming in and putting cameras in their face. Do you understand that?
In your
Is that
face is
registered with
within
you?
your personal space.
worried
I am
about
way
myself.
back here.
I'm not worried about myself.
When I am way back here, you cannot say
We're
I'm
used to
sticking a
clowns
camera
like you
in their
do that all the
face.
time. Do you understand?
You're the
Working
only
class-
clown here, dude. You're
working
the only
class
clown
people-
here.
Working class
I came in
people
polite
don't
and
wanna do
professional.
nonsense.
She flipped out and acted rude and unprofessional. I have still
Keep up with your
been as polite and
extremism.
professional as I
Keep up
can.
with your extremism.
Extremism.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep up with your oath-breaking tyrant ways and you will be out of the service quick. Look up Title 18, Section 241 and 242 of the U.S. Code, Conspiracy Against Rights and Deprivation of Rights under Color of Law. Look up official misconduct, official oppression, and prior restraint on the state level. Official misconduct in and of itself is a Class I felony in the state of Wisconsin. I've done my research.
See that?
You obviously don't. Otherwise, you'd know the only way you can be trespassed from public property from a place that is open to the public is if you actually violate a law. Me coming in politely recording in the public
Doesn't that
space
seem a little weird to you?
simply to give a documentation of a truly polite city hall,
Who wants to see
considering
City Hall?
there's hundreds of thousands of people that watch these videos on a daily basis to see if our government officials act properly. And it documents my interactions, so when individuals act like yourself, they can be held accountable.
Mr. Kerr, all right, they've expressed their, they would wish you to leave, okay? Because they want to discuss going on in there, and it might be personal information of other people, and they don't want you here.
So you're
Okay.
trying to say HIPAA laws.
We'll try to say that.
HIPAA
I could
laws are on them.
Could escort you
Patient
out of
pri-
here, and that would be the end of it.
So you're threatening to put hands on me for exercising a right in a place where I'm legally and lawfully allowed to be.
That's not what I said.
You just said you would escort me out, meaning
Yes,
you would
I
have
would
to
walk
put
out.
hands on me and force me out of a place where I'm legally and lawfully allowed to be. This is a public lobby.
Now they wish you to leave.
They cannot do that
You
unless
can't
I
just-
have broken a law.
Cause
Trespassing for
disturbance.
I did not cause that disturbance, and I have video documentation of it. She freaked out started shoving her face to the glass,
Your conduct
freaking out.
itself is causing police calls.
My
Responding,
conduct,
Okay, so if you wanna.
you can ask
if
the
you
rest of the
wanna-
building. You can bring out the lady in the white dress
Mr.
from this
Kerr,
department that I spoke
If
with.
you wish to leave now under your own,
I wanna
decision,
ask.
that'd be great. okay?
Are you saying that if I don't leave of my own volition, you are going to force me out?
I'm gonna issue a citation, and then you're still.
So that's a threat of a citation,
Yes.
threat of arrest, possibly, if I don't leave of my own volition?
No, you had this thing with putting words out that I didn't say. I said if you do not leave.
Yes,
there'll
and
be
a citation will turn into an
citation.
arrest if I fight it. So therefore, you are now essentially threatening me with possible arrest if I don't
Mr.
leave where
Kerr,
I'm
your
lawfully
whole-
allowed to be.
Your whole reason for being here seems to be causing a disturbance.
No, my whole
What's your
reason,
reason for being
my
here?
reason,
What
like
is
I
your
stated
reason?
to the health
Now state to me.
department,
I'm not-
I'm stating exactly the same thing I said to her. That I was going to come in here, that I had literally walked through all the rest of the building. This was my last stop. I was gonna come in for just a moment, finish my documentation, maybe a minute or two max,
What are you documenting?
and walk out.
What are you
I'm documenting how my public officials act towards the public when they exercise their rights.
41, what time did this call come in?
And what time is it currently?
Okay, so we've been here 18 minutes. That's more than enough time
Which
to get
is,
your documentation.
yes,
and
the
let's
only
go.
reason I stayed is because of how she acted, and I knew you guys would come, so I was not gonna flee the scene. When auditors do this, and you can look it up, First Amendment audits on YouTube, you can look up the laws that I quoted to them. Title 18, Section 241 and 242, conspiracy against rights and deprivation of rights under color of law, are federal laws that would be violated if I am forced out of this public lobby. Also, official misconduct, official
Your
oppression, and
presence
prior
here-
restraint.
I'm gonna cut you off because all you're doing is just citing.
You can
numbers.
ask her. I thanked
The
her
fact
for
is that
being
you're
polite
causing
and
a
professional
disturbance,
while
and you have
she
to
was.
leave. You're causing a disturbance, and now you have to leave. Okay.
Okay, so
Your presence here is
under
causing
threat of
disturbance.
arrest and coercion, I will leave under my own volition, but know that you are violating all 5 laws that I have quoted to you, and I will be posting this online, and I will be contacting the city attorney. If they refuse to do their job, you will be facing
That is
the
your right.
attorney general and the FBI. I've already had this process happen with other police departments that violated
Sure.
citizen civil rights.
Sure. That's
So have fun.
That's your
Now
right.
you guys are knowingly and willingly violating the law, which is the last element necessary to prove the violation and have you convicted. So, have fun with your treasonous domestic terrorist ways. And if you get butthurt over a citizen's free speech, you need to get out of our uniform and badge. So you guys think that a citizen exercising their right to document their government officials in the course of their duty is creating a disturbance when the government official is the one that turned around, started snapping, talking shit, slamming her face up towards the window, and I'm the one creating the disturbance?
Watch your language, okay?
Oh, so watch my constitutionally protected free
No, you're-
speech
you're
to a government
swearing.
official?
You're swearing when people are.
Yeah,
hearing you.
swearing has been
this
deemed
has
by
to be
the
to watch
federal
your
Supreme
language.
Court as constitutionally protected free speech
Yes.
as long as I do not make direct threats, incite violence, or describe a sexually explicit act in detail in front of a minor.
I could-
You
I
need
could
to
talk
learn
while
your
we-
oath of
I
office.
could still talk while we walk.
Yeah, and
need to
while
watch
you're
your
still trying to push me off public property where I'm legally and lawfully allowed to be. You said I had to leave in there, and now you're trying to push me off the entire property?
Once you step off this property, I can leave too, and I'll stop giving you a hard time.
Oh no, I'm gonna walk right there to my bike, and you tyrant Nazis are gonna leave me the hell alone.
Okay.
So get the fuck to stepping, you're dismissed. You stupid fucking Nazi bitches.
Thank you, Mr. Kerr.
Yeah, suck it hard, you faggot pigs. Wanna be sovereign fucking swine. Now, I am on the public sidewalk, public easement. Get to stepping. You're dismissed, public servants.
Technically, you're loitering now.
No, I'm not. I'm waiting for you to leave. This is my official business.
I'm enforcing.
I am on a public sidewalk. I am not blocking the sidewalk.
Well,
And you can...
well, no, I gotta keep
No.
moving.
You guys earn the treatment you're getting by pushing me out of somewhere I'm legally and lawfully allowed to be. You're the one talking shit, being unprofessional. And that right there is violating your policy, dumb fuck.
Do what you need to do. Go make a
Dumb fuck. Be polite and professional at all times while on duty.
You don't have to, Mr. Kern, it's okay.
No, you're gonna let him talk to me, a member of the public, like he's a fucking gangster.
Is that how you talk to me?
Are you a fucking gangbanger?
Absolutely not. Do it look like I am?
Yeah, you do.
Absolutely
You're a
not.
fucking blue line gang member.
I'm not no
Trying to
blue line
step
nothing.
up on
I
a
don't
member
rep
of the
that
public
shit
because you're fucking
I rep
butthurt.
myself.
Look at your
I rep
attitude.
myself.
And you earn every second of the disdain you fucking
Right,
get.
Right across the street.
I am like this because you are acting in the way you are. If you guys walk away now, I will get on this bike and leave. I've told you that already numerous fucking times. I need to lower my voice and curb my constitutionally protected free speech to a tyrant who's just violated my civil rights on
I
camera.
would say that your behavior is borderline disorderly now, okay?
And that is in violation of the supremacy clause of the United States trying to convert.
Interaction with you. Just
That is them exercising their right to observe a public official violating a citizen's rights. You cannot, per the supremacy clause, convert a constitutional right, privilege, or immunity into a crime. To do so is a crime in and of itself, per the supremacy clause of the United States Constitution.
You are causing a disturbance, okay?
You're causing the disturbance by continuing to harass me on a public sidewalk where I'm legally and lawfully allowed to document my public servants in the course of their duty. You are still in the course of your duty, you're
Here to
claiming.
the second floor to file a complaint.
I invite you to stop harassing me and leave me be. The second that happens, I will leave.
Okay, don't come back.
Oh, don't come back to the public's building. Are you stupid? That's one gone.
All you gotta
Once you guys leave,
Mr.
I'm
Kern,
gone.
Mr. Kern, just listen to some advice, okay?
What's your name?
It's Pellegrino. It's right there.
Mr. Pellegrino.
That's right.
Once you and this gentleman leave and go back across the street,
Promise you'll leave?
I will proceed to get my bike situated and leave. Like I have told you multiple times.
I'm gonna go this way. You don't have to shout, though, okay?
I obviously do if I keep having to repeat myself. Do not touch my property, otherwise that's an unlawful search and seizure.
I'm just looking at what you
I just saw my bike
Document
wobble
anything on my
when you
freeway
leaned
that I
into
can
it.
see. Is that what you said downstairs? Something along them lines? That's what I'm doing.
Oh, so you're trying to find something
I'm
to
going-
criminalize.
No, I'm going home.
Then get the fuck on. Stop trying to criminalize my bicycle.
I'm checking it out. That's all. Your own words again.
So you're just gonna act like a retarded jackass. Absolutely. And all of this is gonna be uploaded, and your dumbass, get the fuck off my bike, bitch.
You don't have to swear, man.
I do when an officer is violating my Fourth Amendment right, touching my property without a warrant or reasonable articulable suspicion. Get the fuck to stepping. Like I've said numerous goddamn times.
You're getting louder the farther we're walking.
Yes, because you keep interacting. Turn around, shut up, get to stepping. The walk of shame from the tyrant, Nazi, treasonous, domestic terrorists. And let's see if any of them get into vehicle number 6. Sorry ass excuse for an American goddamn citizen. Look at that! They're conspiring in a piggy huddle on how they can violate my rights and arrest me for exercising my rights. See? They're not gone yet, so I'm not leaving. I told them, once they're gone, I'm gone. Gotta document this conspiracy against my rights. Right down there next to the truck. Oh, so it's the hard ass number 1 driving vehicle number 6. Come on, get lost, bitch boy. Do the drive of shame. Watch, these other 2 morons will try to swing around the building to try and hem me up for loitering. On public property where I'm legally and lawfully allowed to be.